Thanks for downloading another segment from the Best of the Classic Metal Show. The Classic Metal Show is heard live on Saturdays from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern, exclusively at www.theclassicmetalshow.com. And now here's another piece of Classic Metal Show history on the Best of the Classic Metal Show.
The Classic Metal Show.
Well, speaking of Judas Priest, last Saturday, we didn't get to this last week, but last Saturday, our good friend Jim Bartek, who basically made news around the world for his incessant listening of a pile of shit known as Nostradamus. His streak ended last week, and he was talked about by Rob Halford and the rest of the band on many different broadcasts and podcasts. And, I played a little clip of Rob Halford talking about him on the O&A show. And, he talked about him on that one really gay podcast where they were talking about his package and all that shit. He was talking about that. And Rob even said on our show that because of Jim Bartek, it gave the sales of Nostradamus a bump, is what he said. That's right. So, I'm sure that in Jim's 50-some years of being on this planet, he never would have thought that he would have made such an impression of, on his heroes.
No, he definitely took a little thing, and you know what? I'm going to stop calling it a little thing. To listen to that piece of shit for that many days in a row, that's a monumental accomplishment, man.
Exactly. And of course, there were the doubters on Blabbermouth that said, well, how do we know that he listened this many times? Did somebody monitor him? I'm just gonna say on the outside that I believe that Jim actually did listen to the CD. And you and Bill Peters were kind enough to host a little party for him last Saturday. Where did this take place?
At the Maple Grove in Maple Heights, Ohio, right by his house, which was convenient, as you'll hear in a minute.
Sure. It was staggering distance from his house.
I don't even think. I would be stunned if he did. I don't know the story, but I would be stunned if there was not some crawling involved at some point.
Sure.
This night, he was hammered.
Sure. So you had the presence of mind to have a recorder there with you, and you did a little recording at the show.
Yes, I did.
So why don't you set this up and tell us what we got here?
All right. Well, what happened was, the way this thing worked is we played an old, like 78 or something, Judas Priest concert from the Agora to open things up at 3 o'clock. That was about an hour. And then we suffered for 2 more hours with Judas Priest, or with Nostradamus. And then, and then the band Resurrection, who we've seen before and had on the show, they finished up the night by playing like a 2-hour Priest set, right?
Now, strangely enough, a couple of the guys from the band Resurrection actually just lived down the street from me.
Oh, really? No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, they were here last week.
Okay.
But anyway, so what ended up happening was, Jim, we had I'll call it a modest crowd. All right, I'll call it an empty room.
Okay.
There was maybe 15. There was like a Bang Tango crowd there.
Okay.
Okay, and it was full of like Jim's parents, or Jim's mom was there, and Jim's brothers were there, and some friends, and it just came out to be, kind of just a relaxing, goofy end to the streak, so to speak. But needless to say, as soon as we got there, and I mean as soon as we got there, Jim was 2 fisting beers.
All right. Now, was his dog there?
Oh, his dog was there.
His dog was there as well.
His big old dog was there. He kept filling the dog's bowl up with beer.
Okay, so the dog drinks beer.
Yeah, the dog was lapping up beer.
Okay.
And let me also state that while all this is going on and Jim is 2 fisting beers, as well as giving his dog beer and whatnot, the guys from WTAM, the Plain Dealer, NPR. They're all here interviewing Jim and taking all kinds of pictures of this maniac, who's in the Nostradamus costume, by the way. The entire.
Well, let me ask you, who informed the local press that this was going on, and how is it that they found that it was important enough to send a reporter out on the scene?
Well, I can't answer the part as how they felt it was important enough, but I'm going to assume that Bill Peters contacted the local press.
And is there audio or any kind of typewritten shit out there about the coverage of this party or anything anywhere?
Yeah, it was in the Plain Dealer.
Okay.
It was in the Sunday Plain Dealer.
Okay.
I could probably look it up as you start playing the clips, but
all right.
There was definitely an article in the Sunday Plain Dealer about Nostradamus, man.
Okay.
So I didn't hear if there was any NPR or whatever, but needless to say, as Jim started going, I immediately pulled Bill Peters over, and I was like, I'm going to get him right before he starts fading.
Okay.
And I'm going to get as much audio as I can.
All right. Now, what did you use to record this?
My digital. I have a little digital mini disc player.
Now, does this have one microphone that you have to pass between yourselves and Mark and John, or
it does? I did it Mark and John style.
Yeah.
But it doesn't sound as bad as Mark and John, I hope.
Sure. Now, is that the microphone I gave you with the XLR cable and all that, or?
It was a mic with the XLR, but I don't know. Did you give me a second one?
I gave you a mic, and there was like a small plug-in with an XLR cable and stuff.
I think it's not this one. It's another one. I don't remember.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a grayish color microphone with a windscreen on it.
Yeah. Okay. That's the one I used.
Yeah, that's my microphone, pal.
Oh, you want it back?
Yeah.
You do not want it back now that Jim has slobbered all over it for 15 or 20
Well, that's why there's windscreens on it, because they're washable or replaceable.
Yeah, well, this one definitely needs replacing. It just smells like the dog's ass.
Ew. All right. All right.
Because Jim was extremely inebriated. So we could do this two ways. Well, let's do this way. You have two clips, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, we want to play the shorter one first, and let me explain the shorter one versus the longer one. With the shorter clip, I actually had Jim rolling, just going, talking, and for whatever reason, I didn't capture all of it. It's me being a dumbass, I think.
All right.
But I captured about 5 good minutes of it, which you can hear here. Now, I think this was like midway through the second disc.
Okay.
Of Nostradamus, and you can hear how unbelievably hammered Jim was. And you just hear me baiting him, and this is also and as if it wasn't bad enough, I'm doing my baiting, but then John Petrovic from the Plain Dealer comes over and gets into the picture as well.
All right, so this is a Plain Dealer reporter or correspondent.
Yeah.
Getting a story for the Plain Dealer.
Yeah, well, he saw what I was doing and figured he would jump in and have some fun as well.
Okay, so this is a nationally reputable newspaper.
Yes.
I think most people probably, even if you don't live in Cleveland, have probably heard of the Cleveland Plain Dealer.
Yeah, it's a top 25 paper in the country.
Sure it is. All right, well, here we go. Here's Chris with the Plain Dealer guy and Jim Bartek.
Right.
Song of the album right here. What's the name of this song?
What is the name of this song?
I can't fucking yell at Bill. Bill.
What's the name of the song?
You're a dick because you're asking me when I'm drunk.
The name is
All right. So here's a guy who listened to this CD 600 some times.
Right.
But yet you're a dick for asking him the name of a song that he's heard over 600 times, and even in his most drunken state, that should have been etched in his mind forever.
You would think so.
but yet he can't tell you what the name of the song is.
Could not figure it out.
Wow.
Because you're a dick? No. What was this, a Halford ballad?
Hey.
This is the worst song in the album right here.
Wait a minute. Why are you asking me what?
What's the name of the song, Nostradamus fan?
Oh my God, you're fucked up. Why you want to fuck with me?
So you're fucked up. Not him, but you.
Now, you've spoken to Jim before.
Sure I have.
Doesn't this sound just like him?
Yeah, so you're the fucked up one.
I am.
Yeah, you. Not him, you.
That's right.
Okay.
How's the radio? Oh, no.
Hey, Clarence! I'm here. Where is that?
We're good.
Hold on, Neely. Hold on. I want you to back that up a little bit. And
Nope.
just for the record, Clarence is the dog.
Okay, so he's calling his dog. All right.
He's screaming for the dog.
Radio. Oh, no.
Hey, Clarence! I'm here. Where is that?
We're good.
His dog's name is Clarence?
Yes.
All right.
But I just love how he's just screaming with all that intensity.
Well,
in
that's
this
that's basically how dog owners are. They're always yelling out the door at their animals. Get in there! Get in there! Get off the couch! God, get in there!
Get in here, Clarence.
They know you mean business when they hear that tone of voice.
That's right.
What?
What else you got for me,
What?
Jim?
I ain't got nothing. Brother, I'm not even saying this streak is ending at 520.
Wait a minute. Is this an exclusive? Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Quiet it down. Bill, can you turn it down? Or off?
No.
Wait a minute. Wait, we just got an exclusive. What's your exclusive? One more time.
I may keep this going underground just to fuck with all you guys that hate this record. And wait a minute, Blabbermouth, fuck you, but I love you guys because you made this a topic that has been going, and the comments, are you fucking crazy? You guys are great.
So what is it? Fuck you guys, I love you guys, but I hate you guys, but you guys are great. What is it?
Come on, Jim. Get a coherent thought here.
Yeah. So he's kind of like riding both sides of the fence here.
Dude, and I wish I could show you video of this because literally I was weaving the microphone back and forth.
Yeah. Well, Gilp Dog says he sounds like Sling Blade. Yeah. Played Nostradamus.
You guys are fucked up.
Yeah, hand me some more of those biscuits and mustard.
Clarence, come here.
Fucking love it. And I mean, you know what?
What?
Rob told me to keep this shit going.
Rob did tell you to keep it going.
That's right. And you know what? Just because Rob said so, I might. But I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything until maybe 1,000, or if they decide to tour, even if it selects. You're asking me when I'm drunk. Don't ask me shit when I'm drunk. Come on.
Didn't that guy just ask him what the name of his dog was?
No, what the name of the song?
Oh, gotcha.
That's John from the Plain Dealer.
All right.
He sees me goofing, and he just came walking over. He pulled out his pad like he was taking a note for the paper.
Nice. Fantastic. Don't ask me while I'm drunk.
It's so funny.
Oh, my God.
John, man, of all the people, I would not expect to hear this shit. This kind of stuff from.
So how many have you had today?
Let's see. We're probably on about 12.
And do you think Nostradamus is evil or good?
Nostradamus. You know, the guy is fucking wild. That's what I think of him.
Wild?
So according to listening to Nostradamus by Judas Priest, he concludes that Nostradamus is a wild guy.
Let me just state for the record, the quote was fucking wild.
Fucking wild.
Yes.
All right.
He had some bad times. He had some good times. But I mean, when you listen to the record, I mean, his family got hit by that plague.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, fuck.
So ultimately, it doesn't matter if you know the names of the songs.
Who fucking cares? At this point. Come on. Why you want to hit me fucked up? And you knew if you read any of them fucking blabbermouth posts,
Yeah.
they were saying this guy, one guy I read said, what the hell is everybody bashing this guy for? He's going to get fucked up. And you know what? I did.
Right.
I got fucked up. I don't
No kidding. Really? I hadn't noticed. I thought he was very coherent.
Jim, really? I thought this was the same interview you did for NPR at the beginning of the show of the night.
You can print that
Today? Or just by
Wait a minute.
He said,
Scroll that back, because then he goes, and you can print that.
and you can print that.
fucked up. And you know what? I did.
Right.
I got fucked up. I don't know how you can print that
Today? Or just by doing this whole thing?
No, today. And I don't know how the hell you would print that in the plate dealer. Messed up, I guess.
Expletive up.
So how many beers has Clarence had? 2?
Clarence
He seems
is...
to be able to handle his booze better than you, right, Chip?
Good line. His dog can handle his booze better than him.
That John from the Play Dealer is a funny guy.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, when you compare 2 to 12 or 10 or whatever, I can't believe you fucking guys would ask me about that.
That's terrible.
Hey, what are you trying to do? Get me in trouble? You know what?
Is your battery dead yet?
You know what?
Right. Oh.
All right, Jim, give one last message to the fine folks on the Classic Metal Show.
You know what? God bless Judas Priest for doing something like this. God bless the Metal on Metal Show. God bless the CMS. You guys, I mean, if it wasn't for you, all this shit wouldn't have happened. You know, I love listening to you guys. I don't give a fuck what the hell you guys think of the record. But you know what? You were there for me. You guys were there for me. I met Priest.
Yeah.
How much more could a guy ask for? A fan. A fan. For just listening to a record. Yes, sir.
We'll give you that. That's a good one.
There's a pretender to your throat.
He's taking your role.
Fuck him.
Oh, go give him your hat.
No.
Hold on, Neeley. Hold on here, Neeley. I forgot about this. So what happened was, I got Jim talking, and I got him turned away from the stage.
Okay.
And meanwhile, John Petrovic went and sat down in the quote-unquote Nostradamus chair, which was on the stage. Which is where he's supposed to be sitting, enjoying, to his throngs of people.
Sure.
So he sat down in the chair, and then Bill started with him. Hey, look who's in your chair.
Nice.
And that's when this started.
Oh, boy.
Fuck him. I'm getting the full album before I do anything with this outfit. But you know what? You, Bill, all you guys. Neeley, I know you're not here, but I wish you were. But, hey, I understand. You know what? I love you guys. You fucking it's made the news like nuts. And you got me all fucked up and you're trying to interview me. What the fuck, Chris? I love you, brother. I love you, brother.
There you have it. It's Jim Bartek.
Drunk as hell. Drunk as hell.
Wow. Yeah, he was definitely 3 sheets to the wind at that point.
Oh, but wait. Oh, but he gets worse.
Wow. So there's news reporters out here enjoying this. Now did Jim drink for free?
No.
So he had to pay for his own drinks?
He bought all these beers.
Oh, wow.
I mean, some people bought him beers, I think, but
Sure.
I bought him a beer, I think.
Right.
In fact, I know I did. But yeah, he No, he was pulling out 20s.
Nice.
Right.
I would agree with MOL. He sounds like Chips enough.
That's right, brother.
It's good to see you, my friend.
Neeley, I wish you were here with us too, mother, but I understand.
Jackal, Jim in the chat room, he's disputing me 10 sheets to the wind.
Oh, wow. I think it was 100 sheets to the wind. Well, anyway, so what ended up happening? Okay, I'll move this forward a little bit here. So I go out to the car. I was going to put the recorder away, and I was going to hang out for a little bit of Resurrection.
All right.
Since nobody's there, I really felt like it'd be bad to leave. You know what I mean?
And by the way, this Resurrection band is an awesome Priest cover band.
Oh, man, they do kick ass. There's no question about that. But since there weren't very many people, I wanted to, be part of the few that were there to at least give them some support, right?
Sure.
So I go out to the car, and I go to put the thing away, and I was like, well, you know what? Let me just give this a little bit of a listen, just to make sure that the audio's clean and that the mic doesn't sound all shitty. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I listen, and I can't find any of the tracks of the interview you just heard. There was like 10 more minutes of it that I didn't record.
All right.
But this part did record. But I was like, oh, man, I fucked this up. What a waste. I wasted the whole day, So I was like, I go running back into the club, and Jim is just loaded at this point. And I grab Jim and I say, come on, dude, we got to do one more interview. I just want to get it outside where there's no noise.
All right.
So I take him outside and we stand by my car. And this is the audio that you get when he's even more drunk than what you just heard.
So you were able to get him outside of the club into the fresh air and actually chat with you for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, but the funny part is, literally, you had to walk downstairs to get out of this club. And I had to walk slow so he didn't fall down the stairs.
All right.
I walked in front of him real slow so he could get down the stairs.
All right. Well, here's Chris and Jim Bartek one-on-one.
Yes.
All right, we're standing here with Jim Bartek, who just finished his 524th day of Nostradamus. Jim, what have you got to say for yourself?
Man, you know what? Thank you for the metal community. Thank you, Judas Priest. Thank you, Bill Peters and the Metal on Metal Show. Thank you, the Classic Metal Show. You guys have been fucking great all the way through this motherfucker. Thank you to Judas Priest, who, if it wasn't for them, none of this would have ever happened.
Right.
Well, thank you there, Captain Obvious, for pointing that out.
Really? Because I thought if it wasn't for Metallica, this wouldn't have happened.
Right.
Duh.
Fucking Rob, I love you, man. I love KK Downing, Glenn Tipton, Ian Hill, Scott Travis. You fucking made a night I will never forget.
All right, so he couldn't remember the name of the song on the Judas Priest record that he listened to 500 and some times, but yet he could very clearly name off the members of Judas Priest.
Oh, of course. Well, wait, it gets better.
All right.
What about Dave Holland?
Dave, hey, you were in there in the beginning or middle. You know what? Fucking A. Thank you.
So even in his drunken state, he was very politically correct when it came to Dave Holland.
Yes.
Very politically correct. Did not bristle at the question. He was just like, you were there at the beginning, so thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Now go, stop, being Predator.
He is a member of Priest, and he is a known rapist, so that doesn't ruin it for you.
You know what? It's fucking Judas Priest. What does it matter?
Okay. So even in a drunken state, he does what we talk about all the time as far as celebrities are concerned. He gets a pass.
That's right. Look, being a rapist is okay if you're a Judas Priest.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're a celebrity in this country, you get a pass. No matter how despicable your behavior is, if you're a popular or a beloved figure, no matter what you do, you get a pass.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Of course.
Matter.
It probably matters to that little boy.
Well, you know what? Hey, it's like Rob, he's okay, but who cares?
It's just like Rob, he's okay. Yeah. What was he trying to say? It's like Rob, he's gay, but it's okay with me.
That's it.
That's what he was really trying to say without saying that.
Right.
So, here it is. The guy has been two-fisting beers all afternoon, but somehow he's able to pull it together to be politically correct, to not be offensive toward his favorite band.
That's right.
Wow, that's really amazing how the psychological aspect of your mind works. Even in an inebriated state, you're still respectful and tiptoe around a subject that's near and dear to your heart.
Of course.
Yeah, very interesting.
Doesn't cross his line.
Not at all.
Fucking Priest. It's Judas fucking Priest, man.
All right, now, Jim, what would you say if I produced Al Atkins right in front of you right now?
You know what? Al was in there for the beginning. He started it. Never maybe did nothing with him except for maybe wrote Victims of Changes. But you know what? He wrote a great tune. And you know what? It's fucking Judas Priest. What else matters?
All right. So no matter what, if you're connected to the Judas Priest camp,
right?
No matter if you're, Ivan the Terrible and you were part of the Holocaust, if you were part of gassing 6 million Jews,
right?
If you were part of Priest, perfectly fine.
It's fine. It's all forgiven.
Okay. I love how people's minds work.
Well, you are forgetting the part that he is hammered.
Yeah, I get that, but in real, in real life, we know this to be true.
Of course.
It's Judas fucking Priest, man.
Yeah, but I got to question your fanhood, though, man, because you smashed the Judas Priest album with a sledgehammer. You did it. Nobody made you.
You know what?
You chose to do it.
It's only because everybody fucking asked, do it. What can I do? But you know what? I'm not.
So basically, peer pressure, he has no defense against peer pressure.
That's right.
So if the crowd wants it, no matter if it goes against his principles, he'll do it because that's what people want.
That's right. He's the guy that will jump off the bridge if someone tells him to.
Okay, excellent.
Gotta stop listening to Nostradamus.
Yeah, but you smashed it.
That's okay. It wasn't my copy. Who the fuck cares? It's fucking Judas Priest.
All right. Once again, if this doesn't affect me personally,
yeah,
I have no problem with it.
That's right. And did he mention that it's Judas Priest?
If it wasn't my retarded son in a wheelchair that got molested, not my problem. Not my problem. Not my kid, not my problem. That's what I say.
As long as he made a good tune.
If it was Mike's copy, well, God bless him, but you know what? I'm still going to listen to that fucking record. It's still going to get 2 to 3 plays a week, maybe 4, maybe 5. Maybe the streak will not end.
You don't think the streak's going to end?
You know what?
Be honest, you can't stop.
It's hard to say. You know what? Come midnight, come 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, it may go. I may go underground because you know what? Rob Halford fucking believes in it. And you know what? I fucking believe in it.
So when they do that tour, if the only place they do this tour is like San Diego, are you on a plane?
If I can afford it, you're goddamn right I can. You're goddamn right I can. You know what? If it's New York City, which I've never been, I'm kind of leery about going to New York City, but I'll be there. Wherever. If they do Nostradamus live somewhere, I will be there.
I'd stop here.
Wow. So I'm thinking that the next time I see Jim Bartek,
yeah,
he's going to be on that new Jesse Ventura television show, Conspiracy Theory. He's going to go underground with this thing.
Underground, listening to the Nostradamus.
He's going to become a mole.
Right. All right, now I gotta do a little bit of setup here.
Okay.
At this point, I believe, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's right here. I started hitting Jim with the harder questions. I really made it tough for him. Not that these other ones were easy, but now's where I'm going to start really messing with him.
Nathan from Kentucky in the chat room says, Neeley has a retarded son in a wheelchair? That's sad.
Jeez.
What if they're gonna do it live, but the only way you could go was to be a guest of Mark and John?
Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Maybe Chris and Neeley can make me a guest.
No, that's not the question. You gotta go as the guest of Mark and John.
The bottom line is, if they do Nostradamus, I gotta be there.
So if
Gotta fucking be there.
So if they do Nostradamus, but you've got to sit there and tell Talking Metal that they're great, that's what you're going to do?
Oh.
You're willing to go that far?
Man, come on. That's hard to say. But you know what? I gotta fucking be there.
All right, so he won't answer the question directly, but what he has made clear is that he will be there.
That's right.
And I'm going to have to agree with Gilp Dog in the chat room. He does sound like Harvey Firestein. Awesome observation there, Gilp Dog.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I gotta be there. But you know what? The way I see it with the way Rob was talking, I'm gonna be a guest there anyhow.
Oh, wow. Boy, does he have delusions of grandeur.
He'll be a guest there.
Oh, look, he'll be a guest.
That's right.
They'll fly him in first class.
That's right. You damn straight they will.
They'll send Bruce Dickinson on a plane to go get him. Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Greetings and salutations, gentlemen. This is Jeff Tate.
Good evening, Jeff Tate. How are you, sir?
Good evening. I would like to express my indignation that a band like Judas Priest, a heavy metal band, has such a fan as this gentleman, if you will. And yet, Queensryche, where was this fellow when we released such landmark albums as Q2K and Tribe and Here in the Now Frontier? Where was this super fan, if you will?
Well, the super fan has been in Cleveland the entire time, Jeff, and from what we understand, you guys don't play Cleveland anymore.
Well, you wouldn't want to speak to my wife about that, but she is asleep.
Well, Jeff, I'm pretty sure this Uber fan did see you guys perform at least once when you guys opened for Judas Priest a couple of years ago.
Yes. And, yes, when we were on that tour, although we are not a metal band, we do tour with metal bands because, for some reason, that is, our fan base likes to lump us in with metal bands, which brings me to the purpose of this call. I have an announcement to make.
Okay.
An announcement that is exclusive to your program, and I hope you appreciate this. Since it was so successful, the Queensryche Take Covers album a couple of years ago, you do remember that, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. You covered Pink Floyd.
Absolutely, yes. And the other guys in the band made me cover a stupid heavy metal song by Black Sabbath, but I really wanted to do, The Police and all those kinds of things. I wanted to do a Depeche Mode cover, but I am now going
your own
since it was
personal
such a
Jesus.
No, Policy of Truth.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking about People Are People, but it sounds a little gay. But I will be putting out a Jeff Tate solo covers album. And the centerpiece for this album is a song I've been wanting to do for a long time. And it goes like this. Domo arigato, Mr. Roberto. And joining me on the female backing vocals will be my good friend and touring mate, Lita Ford.
Really?
She will be singing, Secret, Secret, I got a secret. Now, doesn't that whet your appetite? You're laughing.
I'll be front and center for that tour.
Me too.
I hope you are laughing with joy and not derision.
Well, Nathan in Kentucky in the chat room says maybe Queensryche should cover Katrina and the Waves.
That is an idea. I shall take that under advisement.
Would you consider Sheryl Crow?
No, she is... For one thing, she is ugly, and for another, she's too popular. You see, this is all about me, and I will cover songs that I appreciate and songs that really speak to me as a musician and a performer, and that is the legendary Pink Dots.
Well, I'll have you know, Mr. Tate, you have stolen the thunder away from our own Jim Bartek by this phone call. You know that, right?
Of course, I am Jeff Tate, and I spell my name with a G. Don't forget.
Because that's cooler.
Which comes right before H.
All right, G off.
Thank you very much.
All right. Hail and kill.
Fuck you, pal.
There's Jeff Tate checking in.
I'm so glad Jeff has decided to be part of the show. I am crying over here. Oh my God.
He must have been sampling some of his new fruit wine from the Three Rivers Winery in Walla Walla, Washington.
His Insania.
Yeah, his Insania wine.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, here we go with more Chris and Jim Bartek.
All right.
You know what? If Chris and Neeley can fucking fix this up, or Bill, or anybody, I'm going to be there one way or another. I got to be there. Come on, Chris. You know me. You know me. I got to fucking be there. It's not shit fucking Thomas. I got to be there.
Right.
Neeley, I love you, man. You fucking guys rule. Tony, you fucked up. But fucking CMS rules. Bill Peters rules. CMS rock and roll.
So he was coherent enough to remember to bash Tony from Kansas City for fucking up?
That's right.
Holy smokes. That's funny.
It is good.
It's so out of context, it's funny.
Just threw that in.
Metal, it's all fucking good, man.
So why don't you give some personal messages to your friends in the CMS chat room?
You know what? Amy, you've been there. I've been talking to you all week for the last couple of weeks. Everybody, you guys rock. Right. I love you guys. CMS rocks. How could it not? You guys are fucking great. Chris and Neeley, I love the CMS. I'll be there as much as I possibly can for you guys. You guys, Bill Peters, everybody has been cool about this. The metal community in Cleveland. You guys fucking rock.
So what do you got to say to MOL?
MOL? I don't give a fuck what you think about that fucking record. I love that record, and I'll keep listening. Kurgan, you're cool as fuck. If you don't like it, tough shit. I love that fucking record. You're still my friend. Christian Neeley, you guys, I don't give a fuck what you think about it. I'm there, brother. I'm fucking there because you guys rock. At least you're honest and tell you what you say what you think.
What do you got to say to Mikey? He gave that record a bad review.
Mikey, you're a little fucking kid. Nothing bad against you, but you don't know, man. Go back, listen to the whole Priest catalog, listen to Nostradamus, give it a chance, man. It's a concept record. I wasn't a fan of concept records, but Nostradamus it tells you to the point what the guy was going through at a time, and Priest covered it great. You got it, Mikey.
The Priest covered it?
Yeah.
So this was done before.
It was a news story.
Oh, okay. They covered it great.
Covered the story well.
Too funny.
God bless you. You're a fucking rocker. Listen to Nostradamus and listen to it thoroughly.
But when he went and saw the British Steel tour, he said it was very average and that Rob Halford sounded like shit.
Yeah, but you and I both know. You were there.
Well, we were at a different show.
You saw the Cleveland show.
I saw the Cleveland show.
And was it not good?
It was good, but Mikey was at the Maryland show.
Well, maybe Rob had the flu or maybe. But you know as well as I do, he fucking was back and forth on that stage. He wasn't sitting in one position like reading the monitor or anything. Rob was on. Rob was on.
Now, when they go...
Rob was on. This is Larry King. Rob, how important is the movement on the stage to a rock concert?
Rob, how important is your mouth to singing?
Rob, how important are the lyrics to the Nostradamus CD?
Rob, if there weren't lyrics, would you still be part of Judas Priest?
Rob, if you, forget it.
Back to when they go back, the next thing supposedly is going to be a Halford record. Do you want that, or are you ready for another Priest record?
It's Rob, Priest. It doesn't matter. It's fucking... I'm a Priest fan. I'm a Halford fan. Whatever comes out, I'll support it. I mean, even if it's, I can't help it. I'm a Priest fan for 32, 33 plus years. I love Priest. And I mean, there's been stuff that's been average to me. No. Turbo, I will admit, is probably my least favorite. But there were a few good songs on that.
Right.
So, I love Priest. And I'll support them whatever they do. It's like everybody shanked Nostradamus. I fucking love it. Obviously, you know
shanked it.
I love that record. I fucking support them whatever they do. If I don't like it, I'll say, it's not what I like. But I will be there. It's fucking Priest. Everybody has a different thing, and they got to move on. They got to try something different. It's fucking Priest, How can you not?
All right. What if the rule came out that you could keep listening to Nostradamus, but only if you shaved your head? Would you do it?
You know what? If Rob fucking said keep listening,
all right,
I'd fucking do it.
Well, Rob.
Wow. So he takes all of his orders directly from Rob then.
That's right.
Wow. So if Rob said to him directly, Jim, shave your head and continue listening to Nostradamus, he would do it?
He'd be bald tomorrow.
Wow.
Say keep listening. So are you going to shave your head?
And I'm going to tell you a real quick story.
All right.
I'm actually kind of trying to hook up with a new girl, and she's kind of a country rock fan, but she knows Priest. She's a little bit of a fan of Priest. She understands, but you know what? If Rob said you fucking shave your head, I'll fucking do it. Because it's goddamn Judas fucking Priest, man. It's Judas Priest.
All right.
Well, what I want to know now, it's been a week later, did you hook up? That's what I want to know. So, Jim, did you hook up with the new hottie?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Now we had time.
How it is.
Right. Well, with all the fame and attention that you're getting, I can't believe the chicks ain't just lining up to get themselves some Nostradamus.
You know what? Whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. It's Nostradamus. What comes first? Judas Priest. You know what? I've been married before.
Yeah. Nostradamus didn't predict that failure, did he?
Well, the problem is...
Nice line. Perfect. Now I gotta hear how Nostradamus and Judas Priest ties into him being married before.
Come on, that was a great. I know you acknowledged it, but I'm acknowledging it too. That was one of my best lines.
That was a great line.
This was actually before Nostradamus, but you know what? I am a fucking metalhead. If the girl, and she knew beforehand, this is gonna come first. Fucking metal.
So wait a minute.
So he's a metalhead. His metal comes before his marriage.
He'll get into it.
All right. That's a very interesting concept.
So you left this chick. You left your marriage because you wanted to listen to Priest?
Did you not? Do you remember who won the Twisted Sister shit?
I do.
That's right, because I'm not a huge Twisted Sister fan.
Twisted Fister fan?
Twisted Fister.
The
What?
Twisted Fister.
What?
Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Hail and kill. Is this Jim Bartek, or did the ghost of Tippy Tom take over his soul?
Hey, he does sound a little bit like Tippy Tom, doesn't he?
A little bit. I'm all new to get out before the flames.
Twisted Sister fan.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Metal is number one. And I'm not saying, a little piece of ass is not good. Because Lord knows, even since then it's been good. But you know what? Metal comes. It's my life. It's my
metal before pussy.
Yeah, that's an interesting concept.
I think that would be a great T-shirt, don't you think?
I think Jim's probably printing them.
I think that would be a great catchphrase for a T-shirt. Metal, it would say Judas Priest across the front.
Yeah.
And then it'd say metal before pussy. And that would have like a twofold meaning.
Right.
Because, Rob doesn't, cater to that.
That's right.
And then for metalhead like Jim Bartek,
right,
it has a whole different meaning.
That's right.
So for the gays, it has a meaning, and for a metalhead like Jim Bartek, it has a meaning. So it's a twofold.
It's a shirt anyone can wear.
Yeah. So it's like death before dishonor.
Right.
Metal before pussy.
Right. MVP.
Fucking life.
Nice.
You know what? I've been married twice. Metal, and both of them knew metal is my life. If you don't like it, it's not gonna work.
So both of them had to go because they stopped liking metal?
Out the door, brother. Out.
Fantastic. Out the door, brother.
Psycho.
Fantastic.
The fucking door. If they don't like it, and you know what? I will say, the first wife, Journey and Genesis, I went and saw them with them. It was cool,
him?
Her.
Oh,
Her. I'm sorry. Well, you know what I mean.
I don't know.
Come on, Chris.
You like
you
Rob
know,
Halford?
no.
You're a
come,
Halford fan.
come. It's Priest.
I agree.
You're a Halford fan. Nice little gay innuendo there.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. No. You know me, Chris. You know me long enough. I've been married twice.
Right.
But you know
a
what?
guy and a girl. I got you.
Right. I went and saw a Priest. No. Now you're fucking me up, you motherfucker. Neeley, you see what this motherfucker's doing?
So he's yelling at me 350 miles away because you're out there tripping him up.
Right.
Okay? See what he's doing to me?
Yeah, Neeley.
Yeah.
Fix it.
But I went and saw Journey on their, what was that, 86 album?
Based on radio.
No, the one before that. Frontiers. Thank you. Frontiers. It was a good show.
Right.
Genesis. I saw him in 86, 87. Good show. And I could appreciate it. No, I had no problems with it.
But it wasn't Priest.
It wasn't Priest. It wasn't Deep Purple. It wasn't Alice Cooper. It wasn't Black Sabbath.
So who's got a better voice, Steve Perry or Rob Halford?
Are you fucking kidding me? You're even asking me a question.
I'm asking a question.
It's fucking Rob. It's the metal god. Come on, it's the metal. And I'm not knocking Steve Perry at all. He's got a great voice. Mm-hmm. Rob Halford is the metal god. Sure. Sure. I love you guys. I love fucking everybody, man, tonight.
Who don't you love? Volbeat?
No, Volbeat's actually pretty cool.
All right.
That I wish they would have been on that tour with Metallica. Right, yeah. Because I really want to see them.
Yep.
But we saw Lamb of God. I'm not a Lamb of God fan. I mean, they may be cool, and that's cool. If people like them, God bless them.
Right.
Priority, I'd rather see Volbeat. Right. But
All right. So if you could only listen to one show, mine or Bill's, who are you listening to?
Wow, now there's a good question. There's a good question.
I was showing him no mercy.
Wow. All right. Well, I haven't listened to this, so this should be a good answer.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm not a Lamb of God fan. I mean, it may be cool, and that's cool. You know, if people like him, God bless them.
Right.
Priority, I'd rather see Volpe. But, you know.
All right. So if you could only listen to one show, mine or Bill's, who are you listening to?
Both.
No, that's not an option.
I'm
No,
sorry.
no, not an option.
Sorry.
No, one of us has to go off the air.
You're not.
One of us has to go off the air.
You are not going to get me to answer that because I love the CMS.
It's Bill. I know it. It's Bill.
No, I love Metal on Metal.
It's Bill. I know the answer. You
Hey,
can say it. I'm not going to be mad.
No. I fucking love you.
I'm not going to get mad at you, Tony. Really.
Tony. Nice.
Fuck you, Chris. Fuck you, motherfucker. No, I love fucking both shows. And I've only been, the problem is I've only been on the internet about a year and a half.
Right.
And I discovered you guys.
Right.
And you're not fuck you. You're not going to pull me that question on me because Bill Peters, Metal on Metal, classic metal show. Fuck you, too.
Bill, he said that if he had to choose, he would choose the CMS over Metal on Metal. That's what he said.
And come here. Come here. There's no way in hell you are getting me to answer that because...
Did you give him the choice?
Yeah.
Turbo or Nostradamus?
No.
CMS or Metal on Metal?
Right. He gave me the choice, Metal on Metal and CMS.
We're both equal. Well, it's different.
You're
different
not.
shows.
No.
Here's what we learned so far.
Okay.
I'll recap for a minute, and then we'll go from here.
Uh-oh.
What I learned
He's
so
gonna
far,
fuck me now.
I learned that Jim has been married twice, once to a man.
No, you didn't, you motherfucker.
Yes, he did.
You lying son of a bitch.
I didn't know that.
If you post that, I'm not never going to listen to that.
All I'm going to do is post your own words.
You're a lying motherfucker.
Wow. You're a lying motherfucker.
That is what he said.
Look at the passion coming out of him. No way. I'm not gay. I wasn't married to a man.
Play that back. That's fucking hysterical.
Wow, he's just like all bent out of shape.
For a minute, and then we'll go from here.
Uh-oh.
What I learned
He's
so
gonna
far,
fuck me now.
I learned that Jim has been married twice, once to a man.
No, you didn't, you motherfucker.
Yes, he did say
You
that.
lying son of a bitch. Don't
didn't
you
know that.
If you post that, I'm not never going to listen to that.
All I'm going to do is post your own words.
You're a lying motherfucker.
Were you young?
You know who he sounds like?
Bill, did you hear Bill? Were you young?
Were you young? Did you ever see the movie Superbad?
Yeah.
Do you remember the drunk guy in the bar that they had to go arrest? McMuffin! That's who he reminds me of. Blue guys!
I bet you
Was it a
Jim's
college
happy
thing?
did this
The
interview.
audio-
Hey, Mike's been here. He never heard that bullshit. Fuck you, Chris. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Nostradamus was gay?
No.
Nostradamus was gay. What?
No, Nostradamus.
Yeah, I just heard you were married to a man.
If you remember correctly, if you did your research, Nostradamus was married twice to females. Just like Jimmy right here. Jimmy Nostra fucking Damus Bartek.
Wow, he even adopted a new name.
Well, you know, there are similarities between their lives.
Jimmy Nostradamus Bartek.
Damn straight.
Wow.
And you know what? Even if the streak is over, it's still going to be Jimmy Nostradamus.
That's right.
Bartek.
That's
fucking
right.
A. Chris, you've known me.
I would never call you Da Vinci.
Fuck you, brother. No, you, Bill Peters, Metal on Metal, CMS, fucking awesome.
Yeah, but a minute ago you were saying that Bill was a poser and wished he could be the CMS. That's what you said.
You know what?
Is that what he said, Mike?
Hey, buddy.
Fuck you, Chris. Bill Peters knows me better than that. Bill fucking Peters knows me better than that.
So let me get this straight. There's Jimmy Nostradamus Bartek and Bill fucking Peters out there on site there.
That's right.
And fuck you, Chris is there too.
I'm there.
You're fuck you, Chris.
That's right. It's my other name.
Okay.
He's known I've been a listener for as long as I can remember since I got back in the
Right after you got divorced from that first guy.
Right.
No.
Fuck you, Bill. Uh-oh. I still have some power. I still have some power.
Wait a minute, stop here, Neeley.
Bill P.
Throughout the night, I failed to bring this up. Throughout the night, when Jim was getting frustrated, he would close his eyes and put his fingers to his temple.
Oh, just like Nostradamus, like he's like he's channeling or something.
Yeah.
Nice.
So right here, when Bill started messing with him, he started throwing the power at Bill.
Nice.
Here's the CMS.
Yeah.
It's the greatest fucking shit in the world.
Right.
And you know what I like about you guys?
What is that?
The CMS. You guys tell it like it fucking is.
Not like it isn't.
Fuck. You know, and I've been listening for at least a year and a half now since I got a goddamn computer.
Right.
You guys fucking tell it like it is. And you know what? You fucking ragged on me.
Yep.
Because of my love of Nostradamus. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Fuck you, pal. I know how it is.
I'm gonna grab just that clip right there and add it to the fuck you pals.
Yeah, that should be right there with the drunken fuck you pals.
Right.
I know how it is. I love that fucking record, but I still gonna listen to you guys because you guys are you guys are.
Are you happy that you're officially replacing the drunk guy as the new drunk guy?
I could be the drunk guy. I could be the fucking snake man. It doesn't matter.
He could be the snake man.
Snake man.
That's so funny how we've taken people totally obscure and all of a sudden made them like a character that everybody remembers.
That's right.
It's too funny.
Oh, man.
The snake man.
Be the snake man.
What are they doing? The band upstairs.
No, I saw the set list. It's down on the list.
Told me 10 or 15 minutes
Oh,
ago.
Well, we'll wrap this up, Jim. Well, Jim, you ended the streak. Obviously, it's going to be a tough day tomorrow. How do you get through it without listening to Nostradamus?
You know what? I'm going to tell you something right now.
All right.
You may
Exclusive.
not know. I may go underground.
Way under.
I may play that fucking.
I like the fact that he's said this like 3 or 4 times already. I may be going underground. Don't tell anybody.
Don't tell anybody, but I'm going underground.
Yeah. I can see him being on that new Jesse Ventura show, though. All right, we're going underground, and we're going to go talk to Jim Bartek in Cleveland.
He's secretly listening to Nostradamus again and again and again.
Thing in the morning.
What are you going to do when people ask you, though? Are you going to lie? Tell them that you didn't listen to
You
them?
know what? I'm just going to keep it quiet.
Well, what if somebody says to you,
If
everybody's going to ask you, all these news, NPR and everybody that
But
was
you
here
know
tonight,
what?
they're going to ask you, what was it like the first day without it? What are you going to say?
You know what? If I do keep it underground, I'm going to say it's over. But you know what? There's 2 people, 3 people that I'll keep kind of informed.
Right.
And that's you, Bill.
Right.
You and Neeley.
Wow.
And if
Wow, I'm on a secret.
Could you play that back though? Because right at that, I go, wow.
I know, but it's so funny that he's saying it in hushed tones.
In hushed tones.
Like
into a microphone.
I can just imagine his arm around your neck,
totally.
and he's just like, now listen, this is how it's gonna be.
Totally exact. You've got the exact image of how it was.
I'm going underground. I'm not going to tell anybody, but I'm going to continue playing Nostradamus. The only people I'm going to tell, you, Bill, and Neeley. That's it.
That's it, brother.
Was here tonight. They're going to ask you, what was it like the first day without it? What are you going to say?
You know what? If I do keep it underground, I'm going to say it's over. But you know what? There's 2 people, 3 people that I'll keep kind of informed.
Right.
And that's you, Bill.
Right.
You and Neeley.
Wow.
And if it's keeping going, because Rob fucking said keep. And you know what?
If Rob said it, God damn it, that's what we need to do.
Yeah, we better keep it going. Just underground.
Problem for me because I still love the record. I'm not going to shelve it.
Right. I don't blame
you. You guys will be the one to know.
All right.
Even if you fucking hate it, I don't give a fuck what you think. Fuck you, pal. But I still gonna listen to CMS. And if I want to listen to Nostradamus,
Yeah.
I'm going to fucking listen to it.
Would you like to say I love your mom, but I love my mom, but your mom showed me a more fun time?
All I'm going to say is, I can't believe my mom came out here.
Yeah, she was very embarrassed.
I can't fucking believe that. But you know what? God bless her. I do love my mom. She's my mom.
Right.
What are you going to say?
Right.
You know, and even if people that weren't here that should have been here, and
Who?
I'm not going to say, but you know what? But you know what? The powers, I'm going to fucking get them.
Wow. He's gonna fucking get them? Gee.
Look out.
Wow. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Fucking get them. Because the powers are not gone. The powers are not. You know what? We need beers.
All right, let's go inside. This is Chris Aiken, Classic Metal Show. Here's some Judas Priest.
Fucking A.
Wow. I'm gonna fucking get them.
The powers.
Yeah, the powers that be.
The powers.
The PDB.
He's talking about the mystical powers.
Yeah, I guess. Wow. Well, hey, good job with that.
Thanks, Jim.
Fantastic.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Hey, good for him.
Yeah. Plain dealer guy, that's how you do an interview.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow, good. Well, speaking of the plain dealer,
yeah,
you sent over the plain dealer article.
Actually, I don't think this is the right article. Is it?
It says Jim Nostradamus Bartek ends consecutive listening streak to Judas Priest album.
But that's not it.
And he is dressed in the Judas Priest gown with the little pendant around the neck, with the hat, got the Judas Priest vinyl in his hand. Looks like he's got a quill pen and like a scroll.
I think this one might be it. Yeah, this is it, because this has pictures. Sorry, I sent you the wrong one. You're going to love the picture. This is the picture that's in the plain deal.
Did you Twitter that picture?
Not this one. There's plenty of pictures of him out there, but look at that.
Oh, there's local boy makes good, I'll tell you.
Look at the picture.
Yeah, let me see. So downloading here. Wow. He's like making out with his dog or something.
It's great.
Headbanging superfan Jim Bartek and his metal-loving dog Clarence concluded a streak Saturday night that has earned him an international notoriety. For 524 days, they've listened to the same album at least once a day. Nostradamus, a double album by Judas Priest. Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
I think I might be missing something here, but why did he stop at 524 listens? Why didn't he go for a nice round number?
Well, 524 was the date we could get the club. Originally, he was going to quit on Halloween, and then we just pushed it a couple weeks.
Oh, okay. So there's no he quit.
No real reason.
He quit as soon as he could find a venue to big enough to house his kingly gesture.
That's it.
Couldn't you get the House of Blues? What about the fucking whatever that big ass arena you guys got out there?
The Agora or the Gund Arena?
Yeah, I guess that one. Yeah.
Yeah, the Q or the Gund.
The whole town should turn out for that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Jesus, I don't know. I mean, at one point, I kind of admire him in one twisted way, but at the other time, I don't want to be 49 years old and be like talking that shit.
Well, Jim is listening,
I mean, it's cool to say that metal's my life and all that stuff, but how weird would it be to be 49? I mean, I'm 29. Thinking about it, what if I was 49 and still going, metal's my life, man? I mean, I don't want to give up metal, but it'd be weird to say it was my life at that age.
Sure. That is funny, but you're only going to find this on the Classic Metal Show.
That's right.
Oh, hell. Mark and John would be taking turns jacking him off.
Oh, nice.
Jesus.
Nice.
Especially if it was Guns N' Roses he was a fan of.
Right.
Hey, does anybody have a Chinese democracy marathon going? Oh, actually, I do have a Chinese democracy marathon going. I've gone, let's see, it must be 370 days of not listening to it.
Nice.
Can I get an award?
Everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon and get something for nothing.
Yeah, unfortunately,
That's right.
you're tied with a whole lot of people with that one there, Doghouse.
But I have a new twist on it of not listening to it.
No, and like I'm saying, you're tied with a lot of people in that regard.
But I said it first.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, this is going to be Jim another 10 years from now.
Rock and roll! Woo!
God damn it, I shot beer out my nose.
That'll be Jim.
Your fault. All right.
All right, hail and kill.
Fuck you, pal.
That's Jim.
There it is.
All right, well, let's see. Maple Heights, Ohio. For the first time in 525 days, Jim Bartek will have 103 extra minutes a day to kill. What an opening line, huh?
Yes, that's good.
On Saturday, the 49-year-old Maple Heights man banged his head to the Judas Priest double album Nostradamus for the 524th and final time after listening to it at least once a day for the previous 523 consecutive days. The feat gained him international notoriety thanks to hundreds of articles in newspapers, blogs, magazines such as Rolling Stone. He ended his streak at the Maple Grove Bar in Maple Heights before about 35 people. Wow, there's a big send-off, huh?
And that is conservative.
Yeah.
I don't think there were 35 people there.
Some think he's crazy, said Bill Peters, a DJ at WJCU, who started spotlighting Bartek's feed on his radio show 500 days ago and attended the event. But this passion and devotion made him an international cause. The feature even moved Rob Halford, the Judas Priest singer, not only sought out Bartek during a Cleveland concert in July. I could see Rob walking through the audience. Jim, are you out here? Jim! He sought him out.
Right.
But he also taped a testimonial that was played on Saturday's event.
Yeah, you know where that testimonial came from, don't you?
Came right here from the CMS.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you, John Petrovic, for quoting us and not giving us credit.
Right. You are a special guy. You brought a lot of attention to Nostradamus around the world. We got quite a bump from that. Thank you, Jim. Thank you for being a fan. Nostradamus is dedicated to the 18th century seer who predicted cataclysmic events. There was nothing cataclysmic about the final listening party, though. Wow. How deflating. Bartek, who works in a truck shop, lorded over the bar in a Nostradamus costume. He smiled and laughed. His feet dangled and swinging from a large wood throne like a baby's on a high chair. What a description. Wow. His boxer Clarence was in wagging spirits, too, and not because Bartek kept pouring Labatt Blue in the dog's bowl. He's been Bartek's sidekick throughout the streak. Instead of bonding by going for walks, we'd listen to Judas Priest together on the couch, said Maple Heights resident. So they basically just painting him as this pathetic couch potato listening to a CD with his animal.
Freaking local whack job.
Yeah. As Nostradamus neared its end, there was Clarence side by side with his lord. Bartek's fans cheered out of respect, but also joy that the critically panned opus was over.
Amen.
They handed Bartek a sledgehammer and instructed him to smash the CD. Bartek looked aghast, but relented. Now you can go back to being Jim Bartek, yelled Peters. So what is Jim Bartek planning on doing with that extra 103 minutes a day? I might start the streak all over again after taking a day off, he said, but I'm thinking I should write a book about this and get a movie deal. Wow.
Get a movie.
Get a movie deal.
That was another funny thing. Oh, I wish I had that recorded.
So
when
here,
he was talking about the movie deal.
Sure. So here's a few comments from the Plain Dealer readers.
Oh, I didn't even see this.
How on earth is this new stupid story, stupid man, stupid concept? What an utter wasted time, space, and life. Gee whiz, wow. This just shows that people will do anything within the realm of pop culture to get their 15 minutes of fame.
Well, I don't agree with that, actually.
So,
I think Fame found this. He was doing it without looking for attention.
That's true. So why did he do this? Why did he pick this album? I don't have any problem with the light features such as this, but aren't those elementary details to a story of this nature? Woo-hoo for this guy. What a feat of superhuman strength. I've had to listen to my wife every day for 15 years and no one is throwing a party for me, Judas fucking Priest. I've had to listen to my wife every day for 15 years. First I've heard of this great feat, I must be 524 days out of the loop.
Yep.
As hard as I'm trying to understand, I can only relate to listening to my wife for 15 years comment. As a side note, I've listened to Bill Peters on the radio for 20-some years. How does one stay on college station forever? Wow, that's a good one, huh?
Everybody's getting pounded.
I know. Congratulations, Jim. The dog drinks better beer than I do. This is a fulfilled human being, a life well spent. Congratulations, Jim. Quite a streak. Don't let the naysayers get you down. Nostradamus is Judas Priest's most fully realized work and a milestone in a long, great career. I've been a Priest fan since 77 when a friend turned me on to Stained Class and will always be. I have seen the band 9 times with Rob fronting the group, starting with the Screaming for Vengeance tour, also a couple of Ripper shows as well. Again, congratulations and keep on rocking.
Wow, there you go.
That's from Mr. Rock Wizard.
Also known as JB in the chat.
Right. And this is news. I feel that one comment stated, I listened to my wife nag me every day for years. No one have thrown me a damn thing.
Yeah, because everybody owes everybody something now.
Loser, the people who wait in line to see New Moon for 3 days think this guy is lame. Linky 8, kudos, and my kid dragged me to go see the New Moon crap. I, for one, couldn't get into that movie. To me, it sucked.
There you go.
All right, so there you are.
Wow. Jim Bartek.
Yeah, there you go. Our own Jim Bartek.
That's right.
We claim him as our own.
That's right. Us and Bill. I guess we share.
Sure.
But I'll bet you Bill hasn't done an hour-and-a-half segment on Jim.
Sure. All right, dude. Well, I say that in honor of Jim, we play a little Priest, and we'll come back and we'll wrap up the show with this metal guy.
Oh, you want to take the? All right, that's fine.
Just one song. Let me go get an adult beverage and come back and finish it up.
All right, sounds good.
So, what do you think? Should we play one tune from this beloved Nostradamus?
I think we should.
What do you think we should play?
Isn't there something on there called Famine or something?
Famine? Let me look here.
I don't know the
names. We wouldn't ask Jim because he might be drunk. He might be drunk at this point, and he couldn't tell us anyway. Well, we could play something that would be apropos.
What?
Persecution.
No, that's a good song. I want people to get their full Judas Priest value out of this thing. Hold on, I'm gonna look it right up.
Pestilence and Plague.
This album sucks so fucking bad. Pestilence and Plague.
Visions, New Beginnings, Nostradamus.
Visions is good. War. Go with let me see. I'm trying to play some of it. That's not it. Oh, stop. How do I stop it? I'm going to find the one. Hold on. How long is Lost Love? It's number 12 on disc 1.
Uh-huh. That's 4 minutes and 28 seconds.
How about Conquest? The one right before it.
That is 4 minutes and 42 seconds.
All right, go with Lost Love.
Okay.
That sounds really bad.
All right. Well, for our celebrity Jim Bartek, we're going to play some Priest, and we'll come back and finish up the show. So here it is. It's Judas Priest with Lost Love off the Nostradamus masterpiece, exclusively here
on your classic Nostradamus show.
Thanks for checking out the best of the Classic Metal Show. You can tune into the Classic Metal Show live every Saturday night from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern, exclusively at www.theclassicmetalshow.com.
The Classic Metal Show.